And three, two, one. Hello, my name is Matt Burns. I'm the Stage 3 coordinator and the tech coordinator here at William Carey Christian School. You are watching the William Carey Christian School Stage 3. Make sure you're watching the Stage 3 one and not the Stage 2 one. BYOD for 2018 video. The least you need to know, the very least that you absolutely need to know. Okay, 2018 is just around the corner, and here's what's coming. A digital device for Year 5 is compulsory. Your child must have one. A digital device for Year 6 is strongly encouraged. Okay, so what are you going to need, or what should you buy for your this year's Year 4 student? They're going to be in Year 5 next year or in Year 6 next year. What should you buy for your child? Well, let's have a look at that. Um, there are certain specifications for the computer or tablet or whatever it is you're going to buy, and they're in this book. They're in this book just there. It's in the screen there. I hope you've got a copy of that wonderful book. I've got one here as well. You can pick one up at the office, but we'll go through that right now. Let's have a look at some of those specifications in the BYOD for Learning pamphlet. Let's go and have a look right now. Okay, so look, there's some specs here that may or may not be useful to you. There's some wireless information there for you that the man or the woman in the computer store might understand that. It's going to need 8+ hours of battery life. RAM wise, it needs to have at least 4 gig, RAM. Should start up in at least 30 seconds. Storage should have at least 32 gigabytes of storage. Screen size should be at least 9.7-inch screen size. Remember, that's the minimum here. This column is about the minimum. Here's your recommended over in the right hand side here. You are going to need a physical keyboard. Even if you get an iPad, you'll need like a Bluetooth connecting keyboard or something like that. Headphones you will also need. It's going to need to have a headphone that can join to it. It's going to need a camera built in. It's going to need we've got headphones there twice. Sorry about that. It's going to need headphones, and it's certainly going to need a microphone. Most devices have this, though you will probably need to purchase the headphones separately. And if you do go for a tablet, you'll probably need to buy a separate Bluetooth connecting keyboard as well. It's going to need a carry case. You're going to want your child to be able to get that to and from school safely, so something to put the device in. And of course, you're going to need a password to lock the device. Most devices come with that. In a way, you don't need to worry about too much of that because most new devices will come exactly with all of that. Let's have a look at some of the specific device options that we're recommending to you. And three, two, one. Here's what we're recommending in primary school. Any new device in this area will absolutely fulfill all of the specs we just looked at. An iPad from $400 to $1,200, a perfect choice. An Android tablet from $400 to $1,200, another perfect choice. A Chromebook from $300 to $700, another perfect choice. Anything better than this would be great as well. Now I know what you are thinking. You are probably thinking, should I get a laptop or a tablet? Just tell me what to buy, Mr. Burns. Please just tell me which one to buy. No, I'm not going to tell you which one to buy. It's up to you. Any one of those three options would be great. And it can be used in the classroom from all sorts of lessons that we're going to do in stage 3 next year. But be aware that in high school you will be expected to have a laptop. So if you want to make any sort of significant purchase and don't want to repurchase in high school, then I guess I would recommend a laptop at this end of the school, because in high school you will require a laptop. But you must hear me say a tablet for stage 3 will be perfectly fine, perfectly adequate, certainly as adequate as a laptop. A laptop or a tablet will be both perfectly adequate decisions for stage 3. Let's have a look at some of the software you're going to need on your laptop or the tablet that you get. Here's the software that you're going to need in stage 3. You're going to need a web browser. It should really come with the device. Something like Firefox or Chrome. Something you can go on the internet with. You're going to need something you can write with and present with, something like Word or Office, and that is actually free to students through the school. That said, we use a lot of Google Docs in stage 3 as well, or Google Slides, which is a bit like PowerPoint. So, and that's available free through Google. So that's an option as well. Uh, there are some multimedia suite options there as well that we may or may not use in stage 3. It would be good to have a video editor on the device, though it's not essential. Um, Moving on into high school, there will be some more specific software that you need, and you'll talk about that when we get to high school. Again, all this I'm talking about with you is in this pamphlet, the BYOD for Learning pamphlet. Please do pick up a a copy before, and pick up a coffee as well before you go shopping this Christmas. Why are we going BYOD? There is a number of reasons. It helps us to analyse student data more quickly. It helps us to do our jobs more efficiently and effectively. It helps the students to be able to access new types of current information they previously could not. It helps us to differentiate our lessons. That means we can structure our lessons more specifically to student needs and strengths than we could previously. The devices used well can actually free up one-on-one classroom time for the teacher, thus letting us spend more time with your student in a one-on-one capacity. And the reality is that in the workforce, students will be required to use these sorts of devices, so they should probably be using them in school as well. Hey, see you in 2018. If you've got any questions, here is the BYOD contact email, and please email this email, and your question should be answered within 24 to 48 hours. Alternatively, pop in and come and see me or one of the other coordinators, or ask a question at the office. Thank you very much.